Good morning.
Good morning.
Just a minute, I must. Yes. Good morning. Welcome everybody to Słubfurt. I don't know, you are new here, so I will explain the city because most of the people in the world know where and what is Słubfurt. And we are here at the Słubfurt railway station, and Słubfurt is the first town in the whole world that is placed situated in two former countries at a time. So there was former Poland and former Germany, and the town Słubice on the post-Polish side and the town Frankfurt on the post-German side. They linked together into one new city body called Słubfurt, taking the first syllable of the town of Słubice and the second syllable of the town of Frankfurt, which makes Słubfurt. And in Słubfurt we speak a kind of new language which is a mixture of Polish and German. In Słubfurt sprechamy in beiden języków gleichzeitig und skakamy von der einen Sprache in die drugie język. For those who understand our Słubfurtish language. Yeah, but of course you want to know how it comes that this has become one city. So maybe just a few words about history. I don't know if you can hear me well there, over there, if the wind is not too strong for the microphone. But hopefully you can hear me good. So you know that after the Second World War, in the conferences in Yalta and Potsdam, there has been taken the decision to move the borders of Poland from east to west. So in the eastern part there was taken land which became Ukrainian, Belarusian and Lithuanian and so on. And in the western side there was taken away parts of the German territory. So the whole borders were shifted and the people had to move. So the people from the eastern part of Poland, lots of them, they were moved from east to west and they settled down here. And then we have a similar situation, not directly the same, but on the German side, in the last days of the Second World War, Hitler declared Frankfurt as a fortification. So the whole civil population had been evacuated, and most of them never came back. So also here we have a total exchangement of population of this area. And then we had people from East Poland, which suddenly were neighbored to people from Germany, which they were not before, so they did not know before. So when I came here in 1998, I found that the people, they all were in a kind of crisis of identity. And of course we will talk about this later. Identity is a construction. It's a construction of reality. So we decided to redefine the identity of the people from Frankfurt and Słubice, to give them a new proposal for identity. So they can now be proud of being a Słubfurter. Yeah? I will continue explaining to you when we go to our next stop, which will be the Słubfurt city wall, and I invite you all to get into my car. I don't know, you want to...
Yeah, I will sit there.
Somebody can keep my
So there are cars in Słubfurt.
This is the car from the Słubfurt post office. Shall I open the window so you can film from outside, or?
As in a real road movie, yes.
So here you are.
But Michael, who are these two other peoples here in the car? Do you know them? Are they from Słubfurt too?
One of them I know yet. Yeah, Kirill. He is a real Słubfurter with some Ukrainian roots, but all Słubfurters have some roots somewhere. So everybody can become a Słubfurter. If you feel Słubfurtish, then you can become a Słubfurter. All of you who are now seeing me from far away, you can apply to become a Słubfurter, or let's say a Nova American. I will explain you later, and you will find the form to fill out to get the Nova America identity card in the internet. So you can make a demand to become a citizen of Nova America, and within this, of course, a Słubfurter.
Sounds brilliant.
Yeah, because Słubfurt has been founded in 1999, and in 2000 it entered the European Register of Cities. So it is a real European city since then. Yeah, and since then it developed. Yeah, and of course, yeah, you will see when we get there, we had to define the space of Słubfurt. Yeah, because you know, if you have no space, we are used to that geographically, then you do not exist. Yeah, so all, you know, from experience from all national states, they all defined some borders, and when they had defined these borders, they had to create a narration that tells that these borders are very important. They were always ours. Yeah. And so this is, of course, we do the same. Yeah, we have to define these borders, and we created a narration for Słubfurt. Yeah, he's one of our Słubfurt churches. This is a Catholic one. This is another country called Kaufland. Yeah, you see, normally nobody has the right to go there, but the Słubfurt post car has got a special permission. Yes, we go to the city wall, so you can see, you see there, it is coming out of the bushes, and it is continuing there. It is just 50 centimeters high, so you can sit on it. And yeah, the light is maybe not so good. For all those who want to get the proof, here's the sign that this is the city wall of Słubfurt. Yeah, because you know that everybody can see me all over the world, I will get into this higher position on top of the Słubfurt city wall to explain you the borders of Słubfurt. You know that yet the colonizers in Africa, they needed to draw borders with straight lines to define, this is my piece of cake, this is your piece of cake, and so on. We have different methods to define spaces, and we created a new method which is taken out of the Mengenlehre, which I don't know in English, but you will understand. You see 3 circles here. One symbolizes one entity, the entity of Poland. The other one symbolizes another entity, the entity of Germany. And there, where these 2 circles touch each other, we centered a new circle, which is defining now the borders of Słubfurt. So this means that everybody living inside of this circle now finally can be proud, has got a new identity, the identity of the Słubfurter. Doesn't matter where you come from, you're living here, you have become a Słubfurter. Of course, you can become a Słubfurter not living here too, but this way we have a geographical definition. We can say here is Słubfurt, and what is outside doesn't belong to us, and the rest belongs of us. And here you can see we are at the border point between Poland, Germany, and Kaufland. So we have our Bermuda
triangle.
Triangle, yeah. Yeah, sometimes people are disappearing here. Yeah. Yeah, I think you understand this. And on the Słup side, in the district of Słup, where we will go today, there is the second part of the city wall. So we can say, open the brackets, Słubfurt, close the brackets, because we did not build. We started to build a city wall, but only you can see this is only momentic. This is here at the triangle, and the other part is there on the so-called Plac Bohaterów, which meant place of heroes, which has become place of zeros. And yeah, and in the very centered street, you know, there are different techniques then to create identification. And if you look at, I think at your place you can find the same. Look at the street names. Yeah, what for street names do you have in your place, in your town? We have got very different street names which are or representing some well-known scientists, artists, writers, politicians, and also ideologies. Yeah. So this bridge between Frankfurt and Słubice, long time was called the Bridge of Friendship. Yeah. Unhappily, the bridge was closed for so many years, so that friends could not shake hands. And that is why we thought that we have to redefine all streets of our city, and we started to giving them new names. So here you can see, yeah, this is the map of the city map of Słubfurt. Doesn't matter if you cannot see so well, I will explain you. So all our maps are directed to East Pole and West Pole. Yeah, the former maps, they are all, you know, politically incorrect. North Pole, South Pole is ideologically not good. We defined East Pole, West Pole. So here is directing East Pole is to the province of Poznań, for example, and then direction West Pole to the province of Berlin. And here is the so-called Pępek Świata, the center of the world, the belly button of the world, which is called Słubfurt. Yeah, and you can see we started to rename this street, which is crossing the bridge from Rosa-Luxemburg-Straße on the post-German side and Ulica Jedności Robotniczej on the post-Polish side into Ulica Słupfurska, Słupfurter Straße, so the Słubfurt street, because this is our very center. Here you can see the Pępek, the button. Yeah, and then we started to rename the streets, and we invited all the citizens of Słubfurt to give some ideas. And of course we decided, because we still did not provide taxes, so everybody who wants can get a street named after him. So we invite you to make an application to get a street named after you, and after paying a certain amount of taxes to our city, you will have your own street.
Are there different prices for center streets and like at the outskirts?
We will think when you make a proposal, then we will discuss this. Yeah, this is nothing to speak about publicly. Yeah. Okay. So this is, of course, you always can ask questions, which is a little difficult when you are virtually here. But yeah.
And is the former Lichtspiel Theater der Jugend, this beautiful building which is empty for many years, is it also already occupied by Słubfurt citizens or activists?
Not yet, but we are thinking about what to do with this palace, yeah, for the king of Słubfurt, maybe.
Yeah.
Of course, we have no kings.
What happened to the European University of Adrina? Did you keep it, or?
Yeah, of course. It's a European university. Yeah.
Słubfurt has its own university as well, or?
Yeah, no. We are teaching at the university. We have the faculty of construction of reality, and there we have Lehrstuhl, the chair for Słubfurtology, for example. Yeah. So. And every student coming here, of course, has to learn Polish and German and of course Słubfurtish before to get integrated into Słubfurt and being able to fill out our form in Słubfurtish language. Of course, you have to know both languages very, very well. Yeah.
So there's still an integration procedure.
Yeah, of course. Well, Słubfurt is still a very young town, and we are developing education programs which start in the kindergartens. Yeah, so the children grow up with Słubfurtish language, and of course with our Słubfurt narration. So they will be really proud to be Słubfurters. Yeah. Let's go to our next stop, which will be the Brückenplatz, Platz Mostowy, which is in a way our central place, because there our Słubfurt Parliament is meeting always, and there the Agora of Słubfurt is very alive. You will see it. So come on, let's jump into the car. The police from the parallel world has not come yet. I left. Oh, thank you. Let's put it back into the box. Thank you. Everything's fine, everything's working.
Mm-hmm.
So Słubfurt is a very nice town with two centers. It has got around 80,000 inhabitants, but the number of inhabitants is increasing because everybody loves to settle down in Słubfurt, of course.
What's happening with the rental prices in Słubfurt?
I'm not a specialist for rental prices.
We are going now.
Well,
to
we are in Słubfurt. Of course, we are trying to develop a new system for society, because in a way it is important to overcome this consumery system, because we all know that climate change and all the problems that we have are results of this way of living. So we have to experiment new systems for living, and you will see on the Brückenplatz there are some things that we that we develop. I will show you also our currency. We provided a new currency in Słubfurt, which is Studzina in Minuten, and with this is a time-based currency. So 1 hour is 1 Studzina, and if you work 1 hour for Słubfurt, our local bank is paying you 1 Studzina. Which means no matter what you're doing, if you're doing something for Słubfurt, you're paid with this, and with this currency then you can continue exchanging energy.
What kind of energy?
Human energy. Yeah, it is not so easy to explain in the car. It's better when I can show you the money, the currency, and show
The
you
stash,
how this.
the bank. Is there inflation actually of human energy?
Well, 1 hour is 1 hour, but of course, depending on how you live this hour can be gone very quickly, or it can last a long time. Yeah. It depends on you. It is of course also a kind of stiff measure because human being invented the idea of the hour. Yeah. But this we try. We see what happens if this could work out or not.
Here we are passing the Słubfurtian European University. Actually, the building you see right now.
Yeah, there on the 3rd floor is the faculty of construction reality. You see our very happy workers. You see the town hall also is always in construction. This is the town hall of the district of Fürth here. And over there, where you cannot see now, there's the Kleist Museum. Kleist was a writer in Germany, and you know, everybody needs these narrations to have somebody great, somebody very important. So in Słubfurt we still have to create our heroes, yeah? Or maybe we don't need them, yeah? But this is, until now the system worked out like this, that we always needed to have some narrations. Maybe this is part of human nature to have narrations, but if we have the freedom to create narrations, this also means that we are free to create our own narrations. And this is first to be learned, to become conscious of, that we each of us has got everybody has got your own reality, and if you consciously decide to reorder it and to give it a new meaning, then this is your own decision. So you have the total freedom of creating your own reality. That means that any national states, they can crawl down, because if they only exist because there's some amount of people who believe that it exists. If nobody believes that Germany exists, it will not exist anymore. Yeah. So this is something I think we are going to. We will lose these ideas of national state, and it is very interesting. I'm very curious how this can develop, so that we still can live cultural diversity and different languages and so on, but not as a kind of stiff form of, yeah, this is our nation and so on, but as a kind of, you know, exchangement and so on and so on. So to me, this seems to be a very interesting development with Słubfurt, that we really, since 22 years nearly, develop this new town. Yeah. So let's go. I have to close the window right now.
We're going now to the parliament.
Now we are here. You can see there the banner, parliament banner. This is the Brückenplatz, Platz Mostowe. Maybe it's too loud outside, you think? We should stay in the car?
Yeah,
So we
maybe
can go. We can
go
go.
inside?
We can go inside. There we have less noise. Yeah, we've got the box. That's nice. Yeah, here maybe we stop here for a moment. I don't know if you can film this because of the sun. But maybe it's the best place if it is if the noise is not too much, yeah. But here is you can read Brückenplatz in very different languages. I will excuse yet for the mistakes that may be there in different languages, yeah. I know that Arabic language we wrote the wrong way round, yeah, because the program just jumped. But the idea is that this is a place which is open to anybody. Everybody can come with her or his own ideas, and we are open to develop all ideas that you come with. And so one structure that we have to develop our town is our Słubfurt Parliament. The Parliament has been founded in 2009, and it is working like this: that everybody who comes to the Parliament session is automatically will become a member of the Parliament and has got a voice. So if you come to our next Parliament meeting, then you directly will get a voice and you can take part in it. We will have to redefine it now especially with the digital, with the virtual world. We have to find a system how can we enlarge this. But right now it still needs a physical presence. Yeah. So this is one thing where we can go through with things, and the other thing is that everybody who's engaging here and who is doing something here regularly, they get a key to the building. They become key owners. Right now we have 36 key owners, and once a month we have meeting of all key owners where we discuss problems, where we develop ideas, projects, and so on. So in the parallel world, let's say, our Brückenplatz was first right beside the bridge, which is linking the districts Słup and Fürth. But the parallel work made us move from there because they wanted to build a big shopping mall there. So in 2015 in August we had to move from there. We got this place with this old sports hall here, and yeah, and for us this was of course much better because now we had a building with a space inside. And always we get from the parallel world spaces that they want to take down. So the sports hall they want to take down because they want to build a hotel here. But also if you look at the shopping mall we will pass beside, then you will see that this shopping wall is invisible. Yeah? It is built by a very unknown architect, which made it completely invisible. Yeah, but you will see this. So we will see what is going to on
himself.
Here. Maybe they want to create a. They want to create a 4-star hotel for congresses and so on, and we can use it until they will take it down. Yeah. So here you can see some of. Ways we use this place, and these are different people who have developed it. You will see the Repair Cafe is a place where you can come with broken things, and there are others who are able to repair some of them, and they can come with their things, and the people who are there they help in repairing, which is yet one thing, one reaction on the consumer world, that we do not have to throw everything, but that we can try to repair it. Right now they are mainly bikes that we are repairing. Then this is yet old because this has developed much more. At the beginning when we started we had less women here, so we tried to give an extra space for women, especially Muslim women which are wearing scarves, yeah, on their head. So they have a space where they can take down where no man is and where they can have their own meetings and discussions. But right now we have a very strong group of women in our building. I think there are even maybe more women now than men. So it has changed. It has developed a lot. You will see. And we have garden claiming. We can before entering we can go through the garden, which means that everybody who is here can get a piece of ground. You can come here, you get a piece of ground, so you can get your own claim. You can search for gold, but you also can put different plants like marijuana and so on, yeah. But not only, also vegetables. We have got Cameroonian spinach, for example, which is a very invasive plant. It is somehow growing everywhere. So right now we have 16 garden owners, and we have got a free shop, which means everybody who has got clothes, furnitures, anything that they don't need anymore, but which is still good, they can bring it, and then others can come and take it. Yeah, it is a kind of exchange. Café Blabla, I don't know. I have to explain. I don't think I have to explain. It means a place where we can meet to talk. And until the Corona crisis, there were lots of people inside playing football, basketball, different things. We took down all this, and now the whole sports hall has become our, let's say, our agora, our marketplace, where all this is taking place, and where we meet, where we have theater rehearsals, yoga, African dance, all with Corona distances. Yeah, but just a short view around here, maybe. Yeah, yeah. These church figures have been made by our citizens of Słubfurt. Lots of handicapped people who are very engaged and who made them. So we invite you to play chess, to hit the king. Sergei, he's originally from Ukraine. He is elevating fishes. Yeah, so pay attention. Don't go too near him. They may jump out of the water. So anybody can try out some murals or graffiti, yeah. And there is a piece of garden which is for everybody, yeah, with beautiful flowers and so on and so on. Yeah, the spring is over.
You need to tell me more about the spinach that grows everywhere.
Yeah, here.
I also still need to find a plant which grows everywhere. I've given up on so many.
This plant, some call it amaranth, but the Cameroonians, for the Cameroonians, it's their spinach. In fact, they do not eat the seeds, because we know the seeds mainly, but they eat the leaves. Mm-hmm. They cook it like spinach. Yeah. And when first came Charlotte and then Joseph, they started planting amaranth, and now amaranth is growing everywhere. Yeah. So the Cameroonians invaded into Nova America. Yeah, you see, this is the garden of Joseph here. Yeah. He's of course a Nova American with Cameroonian roots. There are some tomatoes which are for everybody, so if you like you can just go to pick one, and then you see the difference with the tomatoes that you
get at Kaufland.
That you get in somewhere in Kaufland. Yeah, it is really. Have a taste.
Yes.
You not, because you're filming.
I have a second hand here.
Don't you think it is much more juicy, much more?
Nice. Nice breakfast.
Słubfurtian tomatoes.
It has a thicker, thin
Yeah.
skin. This, you see what is growing here? I think this is amaranth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it comes everywhere.
And this is
Mulu is, this is zucchini,
zucchini or kürbis.
yellow zucchini.
Yeah, zucchini.
I don't know if there is right now one. I just took some. Yeah, there's right now small ones, but we took bigger ones here. Yeah.
Nice.
More tomatoes. I do not know all names in English language.
Basil, I
This
think.
is Masuma and Mohammed. They are from Afghanistan, and they are from profession. They are farmers, so they were very happy to get a piece of land here
see it.
where they could continue farming. They're really professionals. There you see more zucchini and so on. I don't want to, bore you with all these plants. Nassim and George. Nassim is originally Canadian with Persian roots, and Georg is German. I just tell you because in 2014 we had lots of refugees coming from Cameroon, from Somalia, from Eritrea, from Afghanistan, from Syria, from Iran, Iraq, and so on. And in other places people said, you have to integrate, you have to learn our language, and this and that and that. And here we say, you are welcome. You get here your identity card of Nova America. You don't have to apply for asylum, because in Nova America nobody has got to apply for asylum. And so everybody who came here directly got invited to be part of our community. And I think in the parallel world this could be a good strategy to do that. Because if people get the civil rights, if they would be able to vote in your town, almost for the regional place, yeah, then you give them also the power to be part of it, and then you can develop, let's say, collaboration, cooperation, and then you don't have to talk anymore about integration, yeah. And it is, of course, we know that they bring a lot of richness with them. They enrich the society which is yet here. So we ratherly have to speak about this exchangement and how to open up for exchangement. There you can see some writing in Dari language. Yeah, Dari is the Afghan people language. I don't know Dari yet, but maybe I will learn it. Yeah, we can make a little circle like here, so that you get a little impression. Flowers, of course. Here you can make your barbecue. We sit there often. Here you see when the amaranth has become very big. This is the Cameroonian spinach. If it has good soil, then it really can become very, very big. This is again Joseph. Joseph loves gardening. He is a very invasive. He has lots of ground here. Yeah, of course, good soil which we need. And there you are welcome to come and sit down. We have these special Liegestühle, these chairs to sit down and so on. So this is the place that we develop, and it is developing organically, as you can see. Yeah? What is this? Amaranth. So in this container we have the gardening tools, and everybody who's gardening gets the key and can themselves get out the tools.
Genau. Wenn ich beißen würde, würdest du mich loslassen.
Okay, das ist ein echter Słubfurter Hund. So here is our main building. You can see here, this is also our town hall. And everybody who is doing something here, they get a key and they can open the door themselves. So you're welcome. It's a non-smoking area, so please switch off your cigarettes. Yeah, there you can see it. Our free shop has grown. We have got to make a little bit of order inside, and you see creative paintings from the people. Everybody can come and make a new layer on it. And here is right now our our repair cafe. And in the last time it has specialized in the direction of bikes. We get from people lots of old bikes as gifts, because people want to buy new bikes always. And we have lots of refugees who have no bike, so they can come and take these old bikes and make new bikes out of them. And it is really, there are 10, 15 people who are working here. Every Wednesday is, let's say, the marketplace here, so then it is open to everybody, and people can come and take something from the free shop, can come with their broken bike, or also with other things, of course, with coffee machines and whatever. Only we do not have yet for everybody, for everything a specialist. So you're invited to join us and to bring in your skills, yeah. And something that, well, you can just not see the people right now. We have got a whole group of 9 women who are sewing. And when the Corona crisis began, we started sewing masks for the people. From, especially here, you can see different African textile. We used African textile. It has become very fashionable. People love it. Unfortunately, in the car I have got a mask I can show you, which is a product of ours. Yeah. So we have this workshop. Right now we are not doing masks anymore because in the first time there were no masks in the shop, and there we had queues. You can see these lines here on the ground. These are the 1.50 meter distances, so people came in and then they queued here all around, and here where we gave the masks. But now, for example, instead of masks, Dorothy, she's making these puppets here, which I think they're really wonderful. Yeah, you can look at them. Each of them has got a different expression in their face. So we have got Bahar.
So how did you unite with the Słubfurt citizens during the Corona lockdown?
Well, here we can unite. First
Yeah.
of all, we have got a big space.
You
yeah.
didn't have to close the town hall.
At the beginning we closed. And when we started sewing masks. We made twice a week. We gave out the masks first outside, and then the queues became so huge, and people didn't stand in the right distance. So the queue was going down to the Oder River, which is more than 100 meters in a way. And so we decided to bring it inside. And we made these lines, and we opened, and then we thought, okay, when the people are yet queuing here, then we can bring in the free shop here, and also the free shop and the repair cafe, so that people can get in touch because we had lots of people coming here who never were here before. And this was a good starting point, because then after this we said that every Wednesday is the open day. And we kept this. So every Wednesday is the open day. Everybody knows that Wednesday I can come because I have some questions, I need some help. I can come with my bike, I can look for some clothes or bring something and so on. And this works out very well, and this is a kind of informal meeting, because we all meet then and we have discussions and so on. And then it started developing with the other days too, because right now we make a theater piece, which will not be a traditional theater piece, because anyway with a theater you can have only very few visitors. And we are going to change this whole sports hall into a big labyrinth. People will come in there and then they will go around there. We will have Jagdstände, these kind of towers for
Hunting.
towers. And the actors, which are 9 people of our community
People are
here.
watching from above.
Some actors will
others
be
are watching
above, some actors will be down there, and everybody who comes in will get a mask. We will sew masks again specially. They will walk around here through this labyrinth which we will build, and then they will discover different things that are going on. And of course the actors who are there, they have very different origins. The title is, I don't know how to translate it into English, maybe you can help me. Ducken, verkriechen, Maul halten. So kind of hide yourself, don't speak because maybe you are from somewhere else and you have a black skin and you will get attacked, some kind of racial attacks. We have this in our communities because some Cameroonians are talking every time about this, that they get attacked. One woman from Guinea, her children, they got attacked in school, for example. The boy, he lost 2 teeth in front because they said, you go back to the other, how to say, Affen, to the other apes and so on. Very bad thing. And of course here we have got the space to speak about it, and this is very important. And this will be also become part of the theater piece. We are.
When's the premiere? When can we come?
The 26th of September. There will be the Intercultural Week. We will have different speeches here. Also about the situation here on the Polish-German borderline, because there was also the people were forced to move, forced to leave their homes, and we will speak about Akcja Wisła, which was a Polish political action to settle Ukrainians, the Lemken and others, to settle them here by force, and to the villages, to take the people to set some of them there, to break their culture, which did not work for the Lemko people. Yeah. And I was just in Legnica and talked to the association. We will have one speech about this, for example, with Professor Beata Halicka. My son, he is a social anthropologist. He will talk about about identity and how absurd is national identity. You can discuss this because maybe not all of you agree with this, but he will have a rather provocative speech on this topic, and so on. And so this all will become part of the theater piece that we will present the 26th. Yeah. And this is not only outside, but it's for inside. It is really, I discovered that this kind of theater can be very good to open the people towards each other. Yeah, it is amazing how it brought us all together and how to help feeling a community. So I think this could really become a program of creating solidarity and community life. Yeah. So this is, in a way, it is a kind of a place where Słubfurt is a place to experiment new ways of identity. And also I wanted to show you our currency. Here, well, first of all, here you have, for example, this is Bijou. She's from Guinea and she's making African dance here. Ah, yeah,
And you can look for the currency.
yeah, you can keep this. Yeah, so here you can see this is 1 Stugina and this is 15 Minuten. I can turn them round when you get this. The klepsydra, I don't know what is in English. The Eieruhr. In Polish it's klepsydra, I think.
The sandwich, I guess. Or,
Yeah, the symbol. Yeah, and we try to invent this. Only here it has difficulties to work because most of refugees, they prefer to get so-called real money. Yeah, and this is here is our daily newspaper, for example. Yeah, this is a very
Daily.
yeah, this is our daily newspaper, which is very special newspaper because it does not come out every day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we use this as a tool. Yeah. Now we will have more and more to switch into virtual space, and yeah, this is. I think this we can show also. This here are portraits of key owners. Yeah, they are all key owners on the Brückenplatz. Pia from India, very interesting family. Uwe, he lived for 15 years in Cameroon, in Yaoundé, and Dorothee, his wife, and their daughter Kaya. Małgosia is from the post-Polish area. Majid is from Afghanistan. Katrin, she is from here. She converted to Islam. Yeah. Richard from Holland. Agna from Kenya. Hamid and Mohammed, he is the gardener. Yeah. From Afghanistan. We have the thing is that the interesting thing is that we have people coming and going also. At the beginning we had a very strong Syrian community here, and when they got asylum and they got jobs, then they left because they did not have time. We also had the Syrian Muslim community praying here every Friday. They were moving the stuff beside and then they were praying there. But they got their own place now in Leipziger Straße because they wanted to have a place which is stable where they don't have to take everything away and put it again. And we have a very strong Afghan community right now because Afghanistan is by the German government seen as a safe country. Yeah. So they do not get asylum. They cannot really work. So they are kind of pending in the air. So here they have a place where they can, be. And that is how it is changing, once into this, once into that. Oh, here you can see a community of a repair cafe, for example, yeah. And then we have people who have fallen out of the German system. We have got Heidi, for example, who is yet 27 years unemployed since the political changements in a way, and she was voting for very right-wing parties, and then from the law court she had to make social work. So she came to us here in 2016. She made her 200 hours of social work, and then she stayed with us. And now she is big friend with Egna from Kenya and with others, and she herself, she is astonished that once she was voting for the very right wing, because here she found a place where we accept her the way she is. Yeah. We do not look if somebody has worked or if somebody is a professor or whatever. Everybody is welcome here, and so you can see that to me this is a proof that the system, there's something wrong in the system, that we can create a system where we create solidarity and where we do not exclude people because of they have no work, and because now our system is basing all the time on work and on so-called Leistung, because you have to, you know, show your work. Yeah. And anybody, somebody who is getting ill and cannot work anymore is falling out. Old people are falling out of the system, no, because it only counts work and making money, and this cannot be the goal of a society. To me, the goal of the society should be to build something like a common community body, not by ideology, but by creating a way of being together, of creating life together, which should not only just be the family, but to give this time, you need time to develop this. And if you are inside of the working world, then you have problem to have this time. Yeah, so I think there is something in society that we can change, and we are trying to show that it is possible. Okay, because your time is
Yes.
limited.
Yes.
So
Will we go to the
Collegium Polonicum.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. Yes.
How many time you?
So we have less than 30 minutes left.
Okay, let's
So
go.
let's go.
Maybe it's in the door. It's over there. Yeah, you see, we also have our own university, the Nova America University here. This is our speaker's podest. And this is our Boginia, our goddess, Sedina. We pray to her.
When was it funded? Nova America University?
Yeah, this I will speak about
Okay,
because
okay.
I still did not speak about Nova America really.
Yeah.
But the roof of the Collegium Słubfurt.
And how many key owners are there?
36.
36.
I did not show you we have got a common office yet, which we finished making right now. No, it is not a good close. Quickly open the door, the window. can ask me some questions if you like.
What are the relations between Słubfurt and the parallel world?
The relations, they differ. Sometimes they are good, sometimes not. When I created the Słubfurt Parliament, the local politicians, especially on the Frankfurt side, they got very angry. They said, "We have got the power, you have got nothing to say."
Oh, we will pass by the Invisible Hotel right now. Oh no, the Invisible Shopping Mall.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we will see to the right hand when before crossing the bridge.
So now we are on our way to the
We
Słup
are
side.
we are still in the district of Fürth. We will go to the Słup now side. As you can see, my guided tour through Słubfurt takes a minimum of 3 hours. There is the invisible shopping mall. You see, there is this beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So invisible.
It's the highest building here in the city, no?
Yeah. You see the vaults across the street.
And so this is
So here is the place where were the former border control buildings to the right and left here. And now yet we cross the spine of Nova America, the Oder River, which is the most beautiful river in whole Europe. And this is the Collegium Słubfurticum, which looks like a swimming pool here, with a library, and inside of the library we have got the Nova America Mediatek. So any kind of informations that we produce is collected there for you young scientists if you want to learn something about. I think there is no parking place, but here is. Where here's more shadows.
So we just passed by the Pempek Schwente.
Yeah, this is the Pempek Świata, the belly button. You have the same word in Ukrainian language, Pempek Świata?
I doubt it.
Should I take
No,
the
I think
Słubfurt box?
Yeah, please. Yes, please. No, I just wanted to show you. No, you don't have. I just wanted to show you the mess that we are producing. You don't have to wear a mask now, but I wanted to show you. Yeah, this is our Nova American masks.
Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And this hat is from Tashkent, from Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have got somebody from Tashkent in the seminar.
This here, no? No.
Only from Bishkek.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, but now I will take it off.
Mhm.
And my sack. Okay, let's go. The time is limited. Yeah, the Collegium Słubfurticum is in fact, yeah, here they still write Collegium Polonicum, but in fact it is also in the parallel world. It is an institution which is kind of in between, because it has got two bosses. The president of the European University Viadrina on the Frankfurt side, and the Adam Mickiewicz University in Poznań. So the director, Krzysztof Wojciechowski, he is one of the co-founding members of the city of Słubfurt. So we can use the space always. But officially he would have to always ask for anything he does, he would have to ask the German and the Polish side. Yeah. So he created a foundation, which has its own legal body, and then the foundation is giving the permissions. Now there you can see this on this sign here. Uniwersytet imienia Adama Mickiewicza and Europa Universität Viadrina. So this is a common thing. Dzień dobry.
Mam prośbę.
Tak.
Sprawdzamy temperaturę. Proszę o panie, bo zaraz.
Tak, tak się rozgrzałem.
A to nie ma, ja wiem o co chodzi. Także prosiłbym o każdego o wypełnienie tego druku. Tam jest tylko podanie danych i podpis.
Wszystkich? Wszystkich danych czy jednej osoby?
Można wpisać, no właściwie każdego powinienem wpisać. Ale niech pan wpisze po kolei, żebyśmy byli zgodni z regułami. A za czym pan wypisze, to ja sprawdzę temperaturę dla
Dziękuję.
Proszę bardzo. Proszę. Teraz pana weźmiemy pod
Podpis jakoś.
pisze? Nie. 36,1 było, okej. I ostatni już.
33?
36. 33 nie. 36. Jakie zasady, no niestety. Długopis? Pisze.
Już. No, nie, próbowałem.
Dobra.
Nie chciał. Pan ma naklejkę Słubfurtu na swoim samochodzie, prawda?
Nie, to kolega ma.
A, to kolega ma.
Okay. Ten, który się zajmował kiedyś tą wystawą.
Tak. Okej. I on ma też kongu, żółtego kongu, nie?
A nie,
Czy miał?
nie. To nie ten kolega Kangu. On ma Volkswagena, Passata.
Aha, ale
Jest
mam...
Słubfurt, mówię. To-
jeden z was ma żółtego kongu, tak samo jak ja.
Zaraz, co ten może mieć? A powiem szczerze, nie pamiętam.
Okej.
Wiem, że z tym...
Nieważne.
W każdym razie ten. Sekretariat potrzebny?
Tak.
Proszę bardzo.
Później mamy czekać.
Proszę
Dziękuję.
bardzo.
A coś podpisać mam?
Nie, ja sobie tylko wypisuję.
Mamy podpisać
Okay.
też?
Unterschrift. Którego dzisiaj mamy?
Dzisiaj mamy 21.
Mhm.
I co, dostanę teraz jakąś lodówkę?
Nie.
czy coś?
To jest coś takiego, że ja cały się robię tak w ten sposób. Bo każdy nam się wypisuje, ja wpisuję godzinę.
Aha.
9:30. Dzisiaj jest 21.08.2000.
My to wszystko nagramy na żywo.
I też proszę tak.
Mogą oni to robić jak wychodzą, bo
Nie ma
my to
problemu.
nagramy na żywo.
To dobrze, nie ma problemu. Okej.
Nie?
To jak przy wyjściu.
A wenn wir rausgehen, reicht wenn wir rausgehen. Ja?
To takie po prostu są teraz
Wiem.
wymogi, więc dlatego. Kluczyk dałem, także. No teraz jest.
We can first go to the
Yeah,
roof
let's
and
go.
then
Mhm.
because we will finish anyway on top of the roof, will we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe let it go.
And you can also hear the sound of the water, no? Flowing in this swimming pool.
Klimaanlage. The Słubfurt climate is very hot and dry, so we grow lots of red wine here. Only in the microclimate of Słubfurt this can grow. Shall we take the stairs or the accelerator?
The escalator, yes. So it's said to be that the roof is some magic place, no? Is it of religious importance for Słubfurtians, or?
It is a good place to you have a good overview or across the whole town. And your partner, she's not coming?
Yeah, she's coming later.
Yeah, you have to get the key to get on this very roof, because before it was open like this to the public, but then some kids got up there and threw stones on the cars. So we have to use this key system. But they know me, I'm providing people regularly through Słubfurt. It's good we do this in the evening because it's not so hot anymore. Shall we continue or shall we wait for...
No, let's go on. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Can I give you the key? Yes. So here on the roof we have a good overview, as I told. Here you see our spine, the Oder River. This is the port, the harbor of Słubfurt. We have got big ships here and so on. And yeah, there you can see the skyline of the Furt side. And here you have the Słup side. Yeah? This is direction East Pole, and there is direction West Pole. And now to finalize my explanations, yeah, here you can see some examples of the Nova America identity cards. So really when you go on the website nova-america.eu, then you can find a form which you can fill out and then send it to our, unfortunately, to our passport office, which is in the capital of Nova America in Słubfurt. Yeah. So I was talking about Nova America, yet not explaining what it means. But here you have a map of Nova America, and again you have the phenomena that formerly maps were in this direction, yeah, and our maps changed into that direction. Yeah. So here we have the Baltic Sea, yeah. There again is direction East Pole and West Pole, yeah. And here is the capital where we are right now. It's Słubfurt. And yeah, and this is the spine, the Oder River. and there it is the Neisse River. Yeah, and it was in 2010 we created Nova America, and then we. A friend of mine called me and said, ask it if we could do something like Słubfurt for the whole Polish-German border region. So we did, and we redefined this space also. We made 4 federal states out of it: Szczecin, Stan, Terra Incognita, Lebuza Ziemia, and Śląsk. And yeah, we slowly created this in a similar way like Słubfurt. We have got parliament meetings, which means the Nova America Congress, and so on. We have got our hymn, and we have got our flag, and maybe I can finish with this, that you help me to hold the flag, yeah, of Nova America, please. And I will rap our hymn, which students from the field of Słubfurtology they wrote it. We still missed the music, so I will have to read it. They were meant that it has to be a kind of rap, yeah? So I will try my best, yeah? I don't know if you can hear that from so far, so maybe you have to come near again. So here you can see the flag of Nova America, which is very clear. You have got the colors of the Polish flag inside, of the German flag, and of the European flag. You have got the 4 stars for our 4 federal states, federal spaces. Yeah, and it is geographically clear. Szczecin, Słubfurt, Zgörzelic, Dzikwalde, Las Forst. To ist nasz Land, zrób es bekannt, napiszcz es na całym Wand. An der Odera Nysse entlang ciągniemy an einem Strang, śpiewamy razem den Gesang. Nowa, nowa, Nowa Amerika, dla nas dieses Land to wspólnota. Nasza Gemeinschaft jest wunderbar, zusammen jesteśmy Nowa Amerika. Między halbpłynnymi Grenzen leben, razem wollen wir do szczęścia streben. Tu chodzi o to zu verstehen, że jest nowy Raum für Ideen. A więc lass uns hier alle stehen, Nowa Amerika pomaga, żeby wir sehen. Nowa, nowa, Nowa Amerika, dla nas dieses Land to wspólnota. Nasza Gemeinschaft jest wunderbar, razem, zusammen jesteśmy Nowa Amerika. Yeah, I could speak longer because you will have to ask why Nova America, but maybe you can ask this later, and then I can continue speaking about it. While you see the film about Nova America, you will understand better, I think. So, bye bye, see you for the discussion.